Everybody, welcome back to my kitchen and another Thanksgiving recipe. This one is another one that I've had a lot of people write to me and say, what can we do? There's only 2 of us, 3 of us in the house, maybe 1. We can't eat a whole turkey. We can't do all those sides. So I'm going to show you an easy in one pot, my crock pot, recipe that you can do instead of using a turkey. We're going to use about a 5-6 pound chicken and we're going to roast it in the crock pot all day. So first I've got about a 12-ounce bag. You can get the little bags of baby carrots at the supermarket. I just use these whole and put them in. I like the different colors, gives little fall colors there. I'm just gonna put those in. Also, some people put celery in. I don't use celery a lot in our house cooking. I like it with peanut butter and cream cheese, but not a lot of times in the cooking. So I'm changing it up a little bit today. And I'm going to use small, oops, let me get this one cut. Get them cleaned up. This is a 1 pound bag of Brussels sprouts. I want to tell you about how much we have. So it's about 1 pound. I had to check and see, I couldn't figure out. They had them on sale at the market too for $5. Isn't real cheap, but it's better than the price that they have been. So I'm just cleaning them up, taking off the outside leaves that are a little brown. The bigger ones I'm cutting in half. The smaller ones I'm just leaving that size. And this will add a little flavor and crunch to the dish at the end too, and give you another vegetable. The seasonings from the chicken and flavors from the chicken and the seasonings I'm going to put on really highlight these Brussels sprouts. I hear Brody walking around over there, checking things out this morning. So we're going to cook these in the crock pot with the chicken, 5 to 7 hours on low, or maybe 3 to 4 hours on high, just depending on, believe it or not, everyone's crock pot cooks a little differently. Some people are using Instapots with the slow cooker setting. So you're just going to watch your chicken. Make sure it always gets to 165 degrees so you don't take a chance of getting salmonella poisoning. So I'm just going to put the greens in. Here we go. We're just making a bed for the chicken to lay on. And I'm going to use a sweet onion, a whole sweet onion. It's probably about small to medium size. And I'm not dicing them real small because remember, this is going to cook all day long. I don't want these onions to become mush. So I cut pretty good size, about 1/2 inch size. Put these all in, and this is so easy to put together. You can put this together first thing in the morning when you get up on Thanksgiving morning, or any day of the week actually. Okay, we got that in there. Let me clean this up a little bit. Get everything out of the way. Bring in the star of the show. I think it's a 5 to 6 pound chicken. I just cleaned it, rinsed it off, cleaned out everything on the inside. So now I'm going to take the chicken and just place it right on top of my cooked veggies. There we go. Get this out of the way. Just notice I dripped some juice from the chicken down here. Let's get that cleaned up. You don't want to take a chance of spreading any bacteria, salmonella, anything like that. So let me wash my hands up. Okay. So now we got all these out of the way. Now I'm going to bring Mr. Chicken over here. And I've got a 1/2 stick of butter melted that I'm just going to pour over top of the chicken. And now the seasonings, you can go as crazy as you want, whatever flavors that your family likes. I'm going to use some poultry seasoning that I bought. I show it in another recipe. A lady asked how to season, so I got some. I do have a recipe for poultry seasoning on my website. I can put a link down there below in the description here. I'm just going to coat this a little bit, and I'm going to use some thyme, probably about 1/4 teaspoon. Don't want a whole lot. There we go. And sneak into my spice drawer here and get my smoked paprika. Believe it or not, when you're cooking in the crock pot, you're not browning real well. So paprika on top will actually give it a browning color. So it looks like it was roasted. So I just sprinkle that. There we go. I got spices everywhere. All right, now we're going to cover this and we're going to let it cook. Like I said, 4 to 6 hours, 5 to 7 hours on low, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 on high, depending on your crock pot. So we'll plug it in, get it started, and when it gets done, I will come back and show you how we're going to do the dressing right here in this pot. So it's everything in one pot, the crock pot. See you again soon. Okay, so the chicken is done. It's been cooking for about 6 hours, 7 hours. I'm gonna take it out. Try to drain it a little bit here, just get all the moisture out. Oops. There we go. And I'm going to get these veggies out. Put them on the tray. This smells good. Now, you can stop right here. You have your chicken and your veggies all ready. But I am going to, first I'm going to clean up my mess. And I've got about a cup and a half of liquid in there. And I'm just going to use this store-bought stuffing. You can use your own. I'm trying to show you how you can do this quick and easy if there's just a couple of you, so you don't have to make the whole thing. Put this stuffing in there, about half a bag. This is a 12-ounce bag, so it's about 6 ounces. Stir it up a little bit. We're going to cover it and just let it sit for about 20 minutes. And I am going to add, I've got some pre-cut onions and peppers. And I like onions in mine. So I'm just going to put probably a half of an onion and half of a green bell pepper, and that's totally optional. Salt in there. And some fresh ground pepper. I'm going to cover this and let it sit for about 15-20 minutes, and I'll be back. So I let this sit for about 15-20 minutes, let the stuffing absorb all that excess moisture and juice from the chicken and the veggies. We're just going to take that out. Like I said, you didn't have to do this part, but now you have a more complete Thanksgiving meal. If there's just a couple of you at home, or you could do this after work one night and get home, take the chicken out, put in the stuffing, go change, and come back, and you're done. All right, get this out of the way. I forget that stuffing. All right, so there you go. There's our chicken and dressing and roast and root vegetables. Give you a better view of it here. Perfect for just 2 or 3 people, and have a couple leftovers for the next day. So give this a try. Thank you for joining me on my channel. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and like if you haven't already. And I'll see you again in my kitchen real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.